Hey, hello friends, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to pick up the problem from the lead code, and this is the problem number 104 1434, and the problem title is number of ways to wear different hats to each other. So uh, this is an hard problem on lead code, and first of all I will tell you like what is given in the description. So the problem states that there are n number of people. So and again meanwhile I will discuss the constraints as well. So basically there are like people in the range of 1 to 10. So that is the range of range of this n, and there are 40 different types of hats labeled from 1 to 40. So basically there can be uh, uh, there is a there are number of hats which can range in the 1 to 40, both are inclusive. Okay, and what we have to do is we have to return the number of ways in a such a way that different people, or like whatever n number of people, they can wear different types of hats, and no two or more person or no two person can wear the same type of hat. So for example, if I have three people, okay, and there are 40 types of hats, but let us say if person 1 is wearing a red color hat, then person 2 cannot wear the red color hat, so he can wear like a blue or green type of hat. So let's have a couple of examples here. So in the example 1, what they are saying, so this is the hats 2D or two dimensional array. So the first person can wear like three type of hat, 3 or 4. The person 2 can wear the hat type of 4 and 5, and the person 3 can wear the hat of type 5. Okay, so here if I try to see it, so if I, let's say person 1 wears the type of hat 3, then I can say like person can wear here like hat of 4 but cannot 5, because if second person can wear hat of 5, then here it will be same like person 3, there is only one choice for person 3, that is he can wear hat of type 5. So the one of the combinations can be 3 4 5. Also I cannot do like 4 4 5, because this if person wears first person wears hat 4 and the second person also wears hat 4, then it won't be possible. Or if person wears hat 5, then again here it will be duplicate. So that's why the total number of possibilities is 1, that is a 3 comma 4 comma 5. Okay, let's take another example. So here we are given two persons, person 1 and person 2. So person can wear like either 3 5 or 1, and person 2 can wear 3 or 5. So straightforward I can say like if first person wear 3, then second person needs to wear 5, that is a one combination. Otherwise first person can wear 5, then second person can wear 3, that is second combination. Or if person 1 can wear type 1 hat, then second person can wear 3 or 5. So those are like total number of 4 ways two persons can wear different types of hat. So here if we see the total number of constraints, so like n is in the range of 1 to 10, and the hat's length is, or number of hats or types of hats are 40. So those are quite small, and here I would like to give you the spoiler. So we can solve this problem with the help of bit masking. Okay, this is a kind of bit masking with DP problem. So like here they have given like modulo, so whatever answer you calculate, so it has to be modulo 10 to power 9 plus 7. So here I have taken the mod first, and this is the function we are given number of ways, so we have to return the integer value as an output, and this is the list of lists. So basically this is a two-dimensional array. So first what I am doing is here I am calculating how many number of persons are there. So based on that I am just forming the array of size plus 1, because uh, both the ranges are inclusive 1 to 10. So just to avoid the array index out of bound exception, I'm taking this +1. Similarly for types as well, it is a 41. So what here, I'm just converting the this list of list into this two-dimensional array. So what I'm doing here is, for example, if first person, that is the 0th person, is wearing the hat uh, 3, so what it would do, so it will basically take the value for that hat, and it will mark it as a like 0 comma like a of 0, and that is a 3. So it contains the, for example, the 0th person can contain the hat value 3. Okay, so I will mark it as a 1. For remaining, it is a 0. So similarly, I will convert this list of list into the two-dimensional array, saying that whatever person like ith person is having the h type of hat. Okay, so it will be marked as a 1. Okay, next to that, here I have created this dp array. This is just to, because here I am going to solve this problem with the help of top-down recursion, and to do that I have to store my pre-computed results into my dp array. So that's why like it is again having so this is a bit masking problem. So generally what we do is, we take like we shift the value of n to the left. So it is basically, this operation says that generally it is 1 shifts to the left by n. So here n can be anything, so but the max value here, it can be 10. So basically it is like 1 shifting 10 times to the left means it is 1024. And as I said, like to avoid the index out of bound exception, I incremented the value by +1 for, and this is like number of types of hats. Okay, so apart from that, initially I have setting all my dp table to -1, and then I am calling this function count ways. Okay, so basically in the count ways, what I am doing is, so here what the what is the meaning of this mask? So mask meaning, so basically here, to get the understanding of this problem, I would suggest you to check my playlist where I have uploaded 2 videos on one dimensional bit masking problem. So it will give you some good uh, idea or good background like how to solve the typical bit masking problem. So basically it contains mainly 2 things. So whenever you perform the bit masking operation, so it generally contains 2 things. One is the ith bit which you want to check and set accordingly, and second thing is mask. So mask is nothing but the, here in this case, set of people wearing the hat. So eventually when we can say the success case is whenever all the people, okay, so let's say there are n number of people and all of them are wearing different types of hats, then only we can say we have got one valid combination. Okay, so that is our one of the base cases or positive base cases. Okay, so when our mask means like whenever all the bits are set, like all the people are wearing hat this way. Okay, so in that case what would happen, like basically if I consider n is equal to 3. Okay, so, or for example, if I consider n is equal to 2, so what would happen, as an like I have to shift it by 2 times, so basically it would be like 100. Okay, and again but I have only 2 people in my set. So generally what that is what why I am doing -1. So basically it would return 4, and 4 minus 1 is equal to 3, and the binary representation of 3 is 1 1. So basically my all bits should be turned on. Okay, so this is my mask, that is a set of people wearing the hat. Okay, and when it is equal to this one shifts by n time to the left -1, if both the things are equal, then I return the count value 1. Okay, so it will be add on to my answer. Or let's say If I don't find any of the valid match or a valid way where all the people can wear different types of hat, but my eye gets exhausted. Eye means like total number of hats is greater than the actual size, that is 40, then I can say like there is no valid combination. So in that case I have to return the 0. Similarly here, if my result is already computed, then I can return directly what is the pre-computed value for my dp of mask of I. Okay, so basically for the particular set, and if I consider I type of hat, then what is the pre-computed answer, so it will return the value. Okay, so you will get more idea on the last step what is why we are doing this thing. Now next to that, so as I mentioned, this is the standard dp problem. So here we can have two choices. So considering this first example, so here I can take a call whether the person should wear the hat of type 4. If I don't want to uh, wear the zeroth person of height, sorry, of type, head type is equal to 3, then in that case I can simply increment the again call my count ways function, and I can keep the mask value as it is, and I just move to the next hat value, that is a I plus 1. But if I want the person to wear that particular type of hat, then there is a second choice. So what is that second choice? So basically there are uh, in this one, so what can be the possible what can be the possible combination? So it can be from 0 to n. So for example, let us say if my whatever 2D array I have created initially, okay, so first I will check whether the jth person is already whether the jth person can wear the ith type of hat. So for example, if I am considering this 0th person, so for 0th person, if let's say if this value is 2, okay, so for sorry, if this value is 3, so like it is like a of 0 comma 3. So whether that value is set to 1, then only I can say the person can proceed for the next step, whether we can allot the particular hat to him or not. Like for example, if this value, like for 0th person, if ith value or ith type of hat is not allotted, for example if I am checking here, like 3 can or 4 can be possible, but let us say if here I consider the 2 value. So for 0th person, if I try to assign the second hat, then that won't be possible because it is not in his bucket, or it is not in his cupboard. Okay, so I can just assign him the type of hat 3 or 4. So that's why this particular check is mentioned. Secondly, this is again the standard thing. So first I check like whether the hat is already assigned to that person or not. If not, then only I can assign the hat to him, and I can move to the remaining hats, that is I plus 1, and also I can toggle the bit for that person. Okay, so for example, if 0 if this is the set of mask, and if I want to assign the hat value to that person, okay, so for example if nothing is allocated, and then if I want to allocate second person a hat, so that's why this or combination or operation is there, so it would be like 1 0. So in my mask, this is my this will be my updated mask value. Okay, so my second person will be having a hat now. So that's why this or operation is performed, and finally I have to calculate I have to compute my answer to the modulo. So this way it will be checking for different types of hats for the particular person. Okay, so that's why this is 0 to n loop. So for every person I will be checking particular hat is already present in his cupboard, and secondly if that is not already allotted, then only I can move to this operation. Okay, and finally I whatever answer is calculated, I am just storing it into my dp array. So that is the solution of this problem, and if I run this program, So I will quickly show you the output. Okay, so there is something to comment out. Okay, this should be working now. So here you can see we have got the success output, and the runtime is 19 milliseconds. And if I talk about the number of test cases, so it has covered 65 test cases out of 65. Okay, so basically I would highly recommend you to go back and check my previous videos where I solved a few of the problems on the code shape. So based on those are for the single dimensional array, and I solved those problems with the help of DP with bit masking technique. So that would give you some good background before jumping into this two-dimensional problem set. Okay, so there is one more similar type of problem is present on the code shape, but only thing is like here in the on the lead code they have talked about the hat, but there is problem. It is the constraints are a bit different, and it is related to the t-shirts, I guess. So I will plan to include that video as well in my playlist very soon. And for now, like I think I will be posting the solution of this problem on the GitHub, and I will provide this link in the description of this video, so you can refer the solution if you want for future reference. Thanks for now, and stay tuned for the upcoming one.